Milk, one of the most widely consumed foods on Earth, has a production journey far more intricate and advanced than most people realize. And although humans have relied on milk for thousands of years, the process of turning raw farm milk into a clean, nutritious, perfectly processed final product has evolved into an astonishing blend of biology, engineering, transportation logistics, and modern technology. Long before milk reaches your breakfast table, its story begins on dairy farms across the world, where cows, goats, and sheep are carefully raised specifically for milk production, with cows being responsible for the vast majority of the world's supply. Different cow breeds offer different qualities of milk. For example, Holstein cows are famous for producing massive volumes of milk every day, while Jersey and Guernsey cows are prized for milk that is naturally richer, creamier, and higher in butter fat, a key component for products like cream, cheese, and butter. Dairy farming is a truly global industry, and the world's largest milk-producing countries, including India, the United States, China, and nations across the European Union, collectively generate roughly 800 billion liters of milk every year, an amount so large that it underscores milk's role as a cornerstone of global nutrition and a crucial economic pillar for millions of families who rely on dairy farming as their main source of income. Once milk is produced on the farm, the clock begins ticking, because milk is a highly perishable food that must be handled with extreme care. And modern dairy systems are designed to move milk from the cow to the factory as fast as possible. Milking often happens using automated milking machines, which gently attach to the cow's udders, extract the milk, and send it through sanitized stainless steel pipes into cooled bulk tanks. These tanks maintain the milk at low temperatures to prevent bacterial growth, and this chilled milk is then transferred into insulated refrigerated tanker trucks that arrive at the farm daily. These trucks are designed to keep the milk cold and fresh during transportation, ensuring that it arrives at the processing facility within hours of leaving the farm. When the milk arrives at the factory, the first stage is the receiving and testing phase. Here, sophisticated sensors, advanced laboratory equipment, and automated systems analyze the milk to check for quality, purity, freshness, and proper nutritional composition. Every batch is tested for contaminants, temperature, fat percentage, protein levels, density, and possible antibiotic residues. If the milk fails to meet regulatory standards, it is immediately rejected. Once approved, the milk is pumped into enormous stainless steel silos where it undergoes multiple essential processing steps designed to make it safe, consistent, and long-lasting. The first major step is pasteurization, a process discovered by Louis Pasteur, which involves heating the milk to a controlled temperature, usually around 72 to 75 degrees Celsius, for about 15 seconds before rapidly cooling it again. This targeted heat treatment destroys harmful microorganisms without damaging the milk's nutritional value or changing its flavor. Some producers use ultra-pasteurization, which heats milk to even higher temperatures for a very short time to dramatically extend shelf life, especially for regions with long transportation distances. After pasteurization, milk undergoes homogenization, a mechanical process that prevents cream from naturally separating and rising to the top. This is done by forcing milk through tiny openings at extremely high pressure, breaking large fat globules into smaller particles that remain evenly dispersed throughout the liquid. The result is the smooth, uniform milk texture people expect today. Many dairy facilities also run milk through separators, high-speed centrifuges that spin milk at extraordinary speeds to divide it into cream and skim milk. This separation allows factories to produce a wide variety of dairy products, including whole milk, low-fat milk, skim milk, butter, yogurt, cheese, and many other variations. As modern dairy technology has advanced, automation has become a defining feature of milk production. Robots and automated machinery perform everything from milking and pumping to testing, processing, and packaging at astonishing speeds, often processing thousands of containers per hour. Packaging methods vary by region. Some countries prefer plastic jugs, others use cartons, and certain areas still use reusable glass bottles. Eco-friendly packaging like recyclable cartons is increasingly popular, as the dairy industry continually works to reduce environmental impact. Despite all these advancements, the dairy sector still faces challenges, especially regarding sustainability. Producing milk requires land, water, energy, and feed, and cows naturally emit methane, a greenhouse gas. As global awareness of environmental issues grows, producers are adopting greener practices, including renewable energy systems, improved manure management, better feed formulas that reduce methane emissions, and technologies that optimize every stage of production. Another major area of focus in recent years is animal welfare. Modern consumers expect milk to come from healthy, well-treated animals, which has encouraged many farms to adopt better living conditions, cleaner environments, freer movement for cows, and more humane, stress-free milking practices. At the same time, the rise of plant-based alternatives like oat milk and almond milk has forced the dairy industry to innovate even further, diversifying products and improving sustainability to remain competitive. Economically, milk production costs vary widely depending on local conditions. Factors such as feed prices, energy costs, transportation, labor, farm size, and government policies all play major roles. In countries with highly industrialized agriculture, cost efficiency is often high because of large, mechanized farms with advanced technology. In contrast, small farms in developing regions may face higher production costs due to limited resources, manual labor, and less technological support. Once milk is packaged, it begins its final journey toward consumers. Refrigerated trucks distribute milk to stores, supermarkets, and homes, maintaining a continuous cold chain that prevents spoilage. By the time milk reaches your fridge, it's already passed through dozens of carefully controlled steps, each designed to ensure safety, freshness, and quality. The entire milk industry has transformed dramatically over time. Centuries ago, milk was produced on small family farms, consumed locally, and delivered by hand. Refrigeration barely existed, technology was limited, and milk spoiled quickly. Today, highly automated factories, scientific testing, global supply chains, and advanced machinery have revolutionized the industry into a massive worldwide operation capable of feeding billions. As incomes rise in developing nations, the demand for dairy continues to grow, pushing producers to adapt with improved efficiency, cost-effective production, and new dairy products like lactose-free milk, fortified milk, flavored milk, and nutritional variants designed for specific age groups or dietary needs. The journey of milk, from cow to container, is a remarkable story of science, engineering, tradition, and innovation. Although milk is one of the most ordinary products in your kitchen, the process behind it is anything but ordinary. Every sip reflects years of research, thousands of workers, a global supply system, high-precision machines, and strict safety standards that ensure milk remains one of the safest, most dependable foods in the human diet. And just like that, the world of milk production reveals itself as a hidden, complex, constantly evolving system that continues to adapt to modern trends, consumer expectations, and global challenges. Milk, a food humanity has relied on for thousands of years, is still evolving today, shaped by science, driven by technology, and refined by generations of expertise, all working together to bring you the perfect final product every single day.